When people speak of the rapture, they believe that there will come a time where all of the righteous are going to be caught up from this earth and go to a judgment of the righteous and enter into heaven, only to return to this earth after 7 years and to join Christ as he establishes his kingdom in Jerusalem. The question is this concept of the rapture taught in the New Testament? While the word rapture is not found in our New Testament, the concept of being caught away is found more than once. For example, in Acts the 8th chapter and verse 39, Philip was caught away after he had baptized the eunuch, and yet we know he was caught away not to heaven, but to another town. The Apostle Paul speaks of being carried away and caught up into the third heaven and into paradise in 2 Corinthians, the 12th chapter, verses 2 and verse 4. But that's not a rapture because Paul has already done that. But we do read about people being caught up that is still future. In 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, and verse 18, we find that we that are left, that are alive, shall together with them be caught up to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. This is future. And this is where people get their concept of this rapture. But notice carefully the context. In verse 17, we're observing that the Lord will come and descend from heaven with a shout, and the voice of the archangel, and a trump of God. There will be no silent rapture. There will be no people wondering what is happening. The Lord shall descend with a shout. You will know of that event. And secondly, it will not be just a resurrection of the just so they can go to the judgment of the just or the righteous, because we realize in John the 5th chapter, verses 28 and 29, that we're not to marvel. All in their tombs shall hear his voice. For he says, the hour cometh when that event will take place. They that have done good under resurrection of life, and they that have done evil under resurrection of judgment. Please notice the hour will come. The hour when the righteous and the unrighteous will be judged, not just the righteous. And finally, we'll notice in verse 18 of 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, that people be caught up to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. So describes manner. In that caught up manner, we will ever be with the Lord. We're not going to return back to this earth.